Hello, Aries. Welcome to the Black Hearted Oracle. Now, this is an extended reading for your February, and the only reason why I'm doing an extended for Aries is because one of my biggest supporters and encouragers on my spiritual path was kind of complaining that his reading was a bit too short this month. So I'm doing an extended for you. But again, it's a collective reading for all Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, for all cross watchers of Aries and those who are curious about Aries. I'm sorry, I'm going to be sniffling and probably sneezing throughout this whole video because it's a bit chilly where I am right now. And my nose and body just does not like that. I'm a sunshine girl. Okay. Let's get started. What you see before you, it is the undertone of your reading. So these are all the cards that were at the bottom of the deck when I finish shuffling for your reading. So in your state of mind, popped out was action. Your love life was worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. And it says, Grumpy Red Fairy, be your true self. Your intentions were prayer and the new moon in Taurus, which is prosperity lies ahead. Your inner world is earth magic. Your soul's yearning is Hathor, receptivity. Your protective energies were the Owl 21. And your emotions was Wave of Power and the Tower. Power Tower. Or, yeah, Power Tower. Or Tower Power. Whichever one. Okay. All right, so what this is saying is that in your state of mind, you've come to a place where you have harnessed your light and your dark, or your dark and your light energies, and you're boldly moving forward. So this is like the Chariot card. That is assured victory once you can keep going. Where your love life right now is that you've kind of put that on the back burner because you're more interested right now into being your full Aries self, of taking the action needed to self-actualize and bring whatever you want into your life. So you're believing that your connection is a divine connection, but they're going to have to understand that you're more focused on finding your passion and stability here, right? And your intentions is that you would like to connect to the divine. Because I always say with prayer is how you ask or speak to the divine, and meditation is where you receive your answers. So you're speaking to the divine and wanting to connect with the divine because you know that you have nothing but good things ahead of you, right? As long as you can stay within your true self. Because your inner world is in a state of rebirth. And as you can see, they have the butterfly, the eggs, the rabbit, and the owls. And these are all very symbolic symbols. And the Fibonacci sequence is here as well. But the butterfly speaks of transformation. The rabbit speaks of fertility. The owl speaks of wisdom. And of course, the eggs speak of the newness, the rebirth that is about to take place in your life. But it's asking you to be receptive, right? So if you're a person who is stuck on doing everything by yourself, it's asking you to be receptive to the universe. Just as it says, allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. So it can't just be a one-way street where you're giving and giving and giving. You know? Sometimes that hand is outstretched to give, just can't be outstretched to give. It also has to be outstretched to receive. And the owl, Athena, is asking, well, associated with the goddess Athena, is also asking you to listen to your internal voice, extract secrets through meditation. Exactly. Ask or give thanks or connect with the divine in prayer, but in meditation, you'll receive your answers. And it says the moon and the night, magic omens and wisdom, darkness and prophecy, clairvoyant and so it's asking you to see without seeing. You know, use that sacred eye to see what is going on with you. And the surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating momentum. So you're going to come into a point in time right now where you can really take advantage to build this tower for yourself. We're going to do the layout a little different than I did the monthly spread, because when I'm doing the readings, I feel like the energies, you guys might be a bit unfocused on each part. All right? So we have community, envy, and all tied up. Now the community card speaks of the abundance that is waiting for you there in the community. And within this card, you see 2 cups, right? So it's telling you that within this community, in finding something that you love, you'll be able to prosper. Because there's a lot of figs here, there's a lot of apples, and there's a lot of rend. So you have to be very mindful of how you put your passion out there into the community. So this card also speaks about business, where you network with like-minded souls to achieve your goals. But the envy came up in sideways. It wasn't reversed. It wasn't upright. It wasn't reversed. It wasn't upright. It came out sideways. So what this is asking you is to not become envious of another's perceived accomplishments. And to stay in the present moment, knowing that you have everything that you need to succeed. And whatever you don't have will be added to you. 23 is about being tied up. You know, I'm just going to read that real quick. Okay. Lack of motion or sense of personal freedom. This card shows a woman tied up with the vines around her wrist, body, and arms. Receiving this card upright represents a situation in your life where things seem to be severely stuck. A major drama may be going on around you, stopping you from moving forward. Or it may be that some technicalities are blocking your way. Perhaps you're waiting for a contract to be signed or agreement to be made. Whatever is holding things up, the restrictions may be feeling quite oppressive at this time. If this isn't technically the case for you, what's tying you up in your own personal stuff? Look at your life and see how you can be your own jailer. Are you tying yourself up in some emotional angst or in a negative habit that you refuse to deal with? If so, it's time to cut the vines and make some serious changes. You need to live in yourself, no longer needing to live in your self-imposed prison. Okay. Okay. What is the community card here for Aries? What is the community card here for Aries? What is the community card? Okay. Ego. It says false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, neglect, or fear-based thoughts. It has to do with your ego, about putting yourself out there. Why is the envy here in sideways for Aries? Why is envy here sideways for Aries? It's 8 of air, an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, afraid to take action. What is Aries afraid to take action on? Okay, it says memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticizing the past. So are you looking at a time that's gone that where things were more abundant or easier for you? Well, it's telling you not to do that. What is the all tied up card here for Aries? The Hermit. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self-discovery. Okay, so it seems like there might be some internal issues that you're not dealing with, maybe of your childhood, that needs to be resolved here. Because a lot of these cards are speaking about you feeling as though you're trapped, but it's an illusion in a false sense. Oh, sorry. Secondly, we have your love, the state of your love life, and we have attraction. It says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And we have the storm angel, collisions of belief styles, attitudes, and energies. And so what this is telling you is that you have to be mindful the fact that everyone is not the same. People don't have the same beliefs. And if you're willing or determined to look at people and think they should have the same beliefs, what's going to happen is you're going to create a storm where you can allow people to live as they want to live and you just do you, but just make sure that you and yours are good and allow people to be who they are. You'll get around the energies a lot quicker. Okay. So it's just telling you to be mindful of what you're attracting. Why is the attraction here for Aries? Yeah. So the attraction is here for Aries. It says, Queen of Fire, confident, warm, intelligent, and graceful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. To number 12, awakening. It says, look at things from a different perspective, a temporary standstill. It's important to be yourself. Just as though the grumpy red fairy was telling you that you have to be yourself. And you have to be mindful of what you're attracting. Be careful of your thoughts and your emotions. 3 of Earth, power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work. Be a team player. So it seems good. It seems like, you just might have a few things to tweak here and there. But, your confidence is going to be what is moving you forward. So it says that you have to be assertive and stretch your wings. So if there's any area in your work life where you're having problems or whatever, you just have to be mindful. Be careful of what you're attracting. You have to come from a place of confidence and assertiveness. I'm sorry. Why is the storm angel here for Aries? Why is the storm angel here for Aries? Why is the storm angel here for Aries? The star. Yeah. Again, it's telling you, it says happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that leads to success, have confidence in yourself. Again, with the confidence. Okay? So it's saying look for the brighter side of whatever conflict you might encounter within this February month. Don't go directly negative. Look for the brighter side. Always stand on your square no matter what is coming towards you. Because if you can do this, then you're assured in a happy outcome. Regardless if this is in your love life or just what you love. Oh, I always never remember. I need these cards. Okay. The next set of messages are dealing with your intentions. And we have impatience, vanity, and miracle. And what these speak of With the impatience we have, it is time to give rather than to take. New moon in Virgo. For vanity, we have emotions are running high, super moon. And for miracle, we have confidence is key to your success. Again, dealing with your confidence with new moon in Leo. This is like, what, the third or fourth time confidence has came up. So whatever might be happening to test your confidence, your patience, and your desires, then, you know, you have to remain confident in who and what you are. Okay. Why is impatience here with time? Well, why is impatience here? Why is impatience here? Okay, impatience is here with the Ace of Fire, an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. Page of Fire, outgoing, creative, confident, and mischievous. It says news of an exciting new endeavor. Use originality and in your ingenuity. I just want to clear. Why is the time to give rather than take here, the new moon, Virgo? Well, I really don't read reversals. Sorry, not in this deck. Expand. Here we go again. Okay. So, Aries, there seems to be a lot of impatience with taking action. Because you have to remember that action was a part of your reading earlier, right? Where is it? Yeah, action. So there's a lot of fire here. So it's saying that you are becoming impatient because with the idea of an exciting opportunity, career advancement. So maybe you've reached a point in your career right now where you're needing something because you have such a great opportunity, but things aren't working out exactly as you would have them. And this is causing you to be a little impatient, right? But because you've received or you're going to be receiving news of an exciting endeavor, but you're going to have to really fall back on who you really are because you have to use your originality and your ingenuity. And this came out, I guess, reverse, but since I don't read reverses in this pack, it says events moving at a fast pace, delays are over, many things happening at once. So being that that's here and it's time to give rather than to take, then it's time to give your attention really and fully to what you have going on. Because we all have 24 hours in the day, and it depends on how we spend these 24 hours that results in us being impatient or fulfilled. And it says you have to take time, like the hermit, to spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, and self-discovery. Because remember that you had prayer as one means of speaking to the divine, but in order to receive your answers, you're going to have to zen yourself and be on your square in your silence somehow, somewhere, so that you can receive the necessary answers that you need. And again, don't get lost in the ego, because it says a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Don't allow your impatience for whatever this is to block the goodness that can come to you. because here speaks of vanity, of always wanting more and not realizing that you're pretty good where you are. Nothing is wrong with wanting abundance, and nature is abundance by design, you know? It's just not being grateful in the moment that matters. Okay. Why is vanity here? Why is vanity here? Ace of Earth. An inflow of abundance, promising business venture, important documents or contracts that needs to be dealt with. Yeah, Queen of Fire. Confidence, warm, intelligent, grateful. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. So again, it's telling you that you need to be a little more independent. So if you're relying heavily on anyone, then you need to draw that back in, because you'll be able to get this abundance by being by standing a little more self-reliant in whatever areas it's calling for you to do that in. Why are emotions running high here for Aries? Why is the Superman here for Aries for the month of February? And I do believe you got this one in the first reading that I did for you for February. 5 of water. Things not turning out the way you hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over self-failed. No. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Okay. So, emotions are running high again because there's something, a promising business venture here that it's not turning out exactly as you want it to, you know? And at times, I guess you're not seeing the positive because things aren't turning out the way you wanted to, and it's being that you're crying over spilled milk. But this card is always telling you that you need to look more clearer at the options. Again, with the independence, you know, the 9 of Earth came out here, which is, this is enjoying life, little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, as in the Hermit card, successful self-employment. But in order to get that, with your emotions running high, you're going to have to balance your emotions. You know, don't allow your emotions and fiery spirit to overtake you. And if you're getting good advice, you should take it. Right? And again, this is your card, so you have to stand on your square. Know how to rule, because you have the scepter of leadership. You have your sword of truth, and you have your means of creation. So it says organized logic, structure, and discipline. So that's what's needed right now in order to take advantage of this Ace of Earth, is to organize this and structure with discipline your business in order to get to this successful self-employment. And don't allow your emotions to overtake you, because you need to come from an balanced emotional state and assert your independence and creativity. Now we have Miracle. Confidence is key to your success. New moon in Leo. That is Miracle here for Aries for the month of February. Right, okay. 3 of Fire. Where does this one? Because this one's going to pop. The World. Okay. Why is confidence your key to success for Aries? Why is confidence the key to success for Aries? Unity. Okay. Yeah. So it's saying you can receive a miracle because the 3 of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. And this is abundance. Things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term plans. So don't just get caught up in the here and now, or what it looks like right this second. You know, you have to be very careful of this, because you're entering a new cycle, and a new cycle where abundance is here for you. It says a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, path toward enlightenment. So that's what I'm saying, Aries, is if you can remain on your path and just figure out where you need to give and where someone needs to be giving to you, and make sure that you don't fall for the okie doke on any of these things, that you'll be all right. As long as you can stay your confident warrior spirit, Aries. There's traditional viewpoints and methods, spiritual organizations seek out mentors and like-minded people. So it's just telling you that stay on the straight and narrow for now. Do what is needed to do until what you're waiting on comes in. Now we have DNA and shaman, karma, ancient healing. Sorry, Aries, give me a second. I have to ventilation. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Okay, why is DNA karma here for Aries for the month of February? Why is DNA karma here for the Aries inner world? What is this karma about for Aries inner world for the month of February? Two of fire. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there's no problem. The Knight of Air. Okay. Okay, so this would have to do with your mind. Your mind and communication. Why is the shaman here? Ancient healing and wisdom for Aries. The ego in reverse. The devil in reverse. Well, as I said, don't read reversals. How big is that? Okay. Just want to point out again that the Hermit is at the bottom of the deck again. Right? So, for the DNA and karma, this speaks of ancestral karma that we carry within our DNA. And telling you that now is a perfect time where you're able to heal your ancestral karma. But there's great indecision here. This is a person who knows they have to make a decision and blindfolds themselves and acts as though there's no problem. And it says being unable or unwilling to make a decision, a stalemate, pretending there is no problem. And the Knight of Air is intelligent, decisive, idealistic, and tireless. It says events that occur at great speed take time to carefully review your options, creative solutions. So Aries, if you're with someone, or this is you, that is unable to make a decision and move forward in their life, it's telling you right now that you have the opportunity to be able to heal the situation. But you're going to have to use your intellect and be very decisive, because there's going to be so much decisions that needs to be made. But you have to really consider your options, because are you going to keep reliving the pain and the misery, of the ancestors, or are you going to heal the ancestors by doing things a little different and cutting out what doesn't serve you? This person is a bold, fast-moving person. And it's telling you again about the Hermit to go within to make sure that you're good. Because you have the shaman, ancient healing wisdom. And that again too is speaking of ancestors. All the wisdom that they have taught and all the wisdom that we gained from ancestors, we should be able to use these things to move forward in our life and not get trapped in the ego. remember, for me, the devil is everything that tastes good, feels good, looks good, smells good, but destroys you in the end, bringing tremendous change in your life that will require healing, right? Because the page of earth is here and it says scholarly, dependable, patient, and successful. It says good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new era of study. So you're going to have to be able to be open to the knowledge that is coming to you, or be open to seeking the knowledge that you need in order to get out of these lower energies here. Because as you can see, like, he has a gold, um, like a case full of gold surrounded by his loins. So you really have to be careful. Do the necessary healing that is needed. You know, you can't keep emotions pent up. Now, your soul's yearning. It's Rhiannon, sorceress, and it says you are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. We have Exhale, medicine woman. You are a channel for divine healing power. We have White Tara, sensitivity. It says you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, and situations and chemicals. Why is Rhiannon here, sorceress for Aries? Oh, sorry. I forgot to take back the cards. Okay. Sorry, I forgot to take back the cards. One quick shuffle. So it's telling you that you have so much creative potential right now. I mean, all of these cards are telling you of how creative it is for you right now. Once you can connect, because in all ways you see that these pictures are connecting. Once you can connect through meditation, prayer, and just doing the work, you have such abundant potential that it's crazy. Okay. Why is Rhiannon the sorceress here for Aries for February? Why is Rhiannon the sorceress here for Aries in February? The Emperor again. Exactly. That's you. You have the ability to create what you want. You just have to have clear intentions. Why is Eggshell here for Taurus for the month of February? Why is Eggshell here for Taurus? Okay. Yeah. Justice and the High Priestess. Exactly. I mean, come on now. It's telling you. This is fair and just decisions. Do